Hello everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we are going to talk about S curves and their importance. First of all, we will define S curve. The S curve in a project management is a form of mathematical theory which aims to represent the utilization of resources over the proposed time of our project. The curvature illustrates the side by side comparison of actual expenditure components and the time versus the proposed time and cost allocation of a specific resources. An S curve is a graphical tool that display the cumulative data, project cost, quantities, our progress against time. The term S curve denotes the tendency of a cumulative curve to form a shallow S shape, flatter at the start and the steeper in the middle, and the flattering off again towards the end. Although the S-curve derives from the S-like shape of the curve, don't be surprised if your S-curve is not in the shape of an S. There are several shapes for the S-curve which depend on the nature of the project. Why say S-curve? Well, the S-curve is nothing forced or developed. It's only the shape that the graph makes when the project stands growth is very slow during the early stages of the project. In the early stages, the project is starting to unravel, and the team members are just doing industry research, are just starting the engage in the first phase of the project execution. As more and more progress is made, growth suddenly begins to accelerate. If we want this rapid growth in the graph, it shall be middle part of S. The point of maximum growth is called point of inflection. These are the most important parts of the curve because this is the place where growth is stagnating. At this stage in the progress, the team members generally work quite heavily on the project task, and as they step up this progress, more and more tasks surface and so do their cost. After passing the point of inflection, the growth forms the upper part of S curve. This part is referred as upper part. The maturity is due to the fact that most of the project have been completed at this point and are in the process of winding down. Generally, when the process research reaches this point, only tasks such as finishing touches and final approval are finishing. So now we'll move types, two types of the S curves: front loaded and back loaded. First is front loaded. We can see this picture. This is the example of front loaded. You may find a front loaded S curve where the curve starts up steeply and then flatten out. As explained here, front loaded curves have a quick start, more money and resources will be consumed early in the project. This may happen for repetitive projects that need little preparation time and planning. Other example of the front loaded curves are for projects that have been accelerated from beginning or project that needed on urgent repair of damage early on. Deposits and mobilization cost will also lean toward front loading S curve. Back loaded S curve. Back loaded S curve are curves that start with a lower slope and increasingly steep towards end of the project. Most resources assumed to be consumed late in the project. A backloaded S curve could indicate large design and planning are in the beginning and the reduced construction time. So now we will move on Primavera P6 dashboard. Here we are going to learn what are the S curves and how can we generate them. So this is the dashboard of the Primavera. We loaded cost in the previous lecture, and in this lecture we are going to load S curves. So here we can see activity usage spreadsheet. We will click on it. This shows the cost of each activity one by one, planned total cost and actual expenses. So here we will see activity usage profile. When we click on it, it will show the S curve of our cost. We can see this yellow line which is budgeted total, and this shows the remaining total. We can also we can customize it. We can see its colors, so we will keep it same. Similarly, we can also show resource uses spreadsheet, and here is the, and we can also shows the resource usage profile, activity usage profile. This is, so now we are going to print out our S curve. So first of all we will click on file. Here is the print preview option. Here we will click. Here we can see the options. So we will uncheck all the things. We will keep profile which we can print out. So apply and OK. This is the our print preview of the S curve. So we will back, and here we click on print preview and OK. We can save S curve. Report printed. Here we can see S curves. So this is our S curve, and we can see this is our timeline is based on weekly basis. So that was all about in this lecture about S curves. See you next time. Thank you.